Haven by Estetica. This is a new style. It's a choppy bob, it's wavy, it's got some subtle layering, really cute everyday style. Let's dive into this style. It is a choppy bob. It's a great everyday style. It's one of those that when you get it out of the box, it's parted down the middle, and when you put it on, it wants to hang on your face, and it kind of looks like a wig just sitting on top of your head. It's one of those styles that you got to get in there and get this wig around your face. You don't want it to just look like a wig floating on top of your head. If you don't like the hanging in the face, which I have to say, even though it does really want to frame right around your face, the way that the waves are done and the little bit of layering, it does kind of go away right at my eye line. So I don't find it bothering me. This side is styled differently than this side definitely wants to swoop more. So I feel myself doing that a lot. But it doesn't really bother me. It does have a mono top, so you can get your hands in there. I have a wig grip on. And you could wet this, you could change this part to either side. And I've done that a little bit. I wet the top down just like with a spray bottle and messed with it. I kind of just wanted to see, I'm not much of a middle part person. I kind of just wanted to see how this wore with the middle part, so I haven't like permanently changed it. I've just kind of been wearing it and playing with it and seeing if it bugged me. Because of my face shape, most of my weight is carried down here. So when something is puffy down here, I real quickly get that triangle look. This one does have a little permatease. It's not a ton like we're used to with other Estetica wigs. It's also very low density. The permatease starts like about right here. I shouldn't say starts, like that's where the permatease is. Seems to be about right here. And then up here, there's none around the bottom, but if you want volume, which I do up on the top of my head, I'm going to mess with it on the sides, and then I'm going to mess with it in the crown. Now, Estetica fibers are known to be on the drier side than most brands. This one, well, in comparison to other brands, it's a little bit drier. They're pretty silky. And I was surprised by that because a lot of times you can kind of change up the shape and style of Estetica wigs and the volume because the hair fibers have more texture on them. These don't have a ton of texture, so you do have to rely on that little bit of permatease and then the layers and the waves to create that volume. Just kind of adds to that kind of messy, casual look of this wig. They're also just kind of medium and denier, not super fluffy and thin. I mean, they do have enough weight to hold the style, but they're not heavy by any means. I love Estetica hair fibers. They also lend themselves to a long wig life. Whatever it is that's different about these, maybe it's the texture, maybe it's the style, because even if this wig does start to kind of get old and get maybe a little fuzzy or a little frizzy, kind of just adds to the style. So I see this wig having a very long life. Number one, the wig measurements and my measurements, it sits above my shoulder, so it's not gonna have a lot of friction. I'm also not gonna be messing with it a lot. Like the most I might do is sweep this out of my face, maybe mess with these areas a little bit to get a little volume. Otherwise, there's not much to do. Okay, the color I chose is R30 2826. It's my favorite Estetica color. It's very close to my natural hair color. It's a very subtle, beautiful light red color. It's not rooted, it's just an all over subtle light red color. And if you're just wanting to dip your toes in the red family, this is a great color to start with because it's very subtle and I just love it. It's very pretty. Let's talk about this cap. It has a full mono top, lace front, open ear tabs, but they have quite a bit of hair tied into the ear tabs. Open extended nape with those hook closures. And then otherwise it's an open wefted cap. The measurements on Haven The Name Brand Wigs website says that the bangs are 10.5, and I'm gonna put my measurements on the screen so you can see what my measurements are and how this hangs on me. The sides are 6.25, so there's that very subtle A-line shape. The crown is 11. The crown starts up here, so they're gonna measure 11 inches. And then the nape is a really short 3.5. So they just measure that little bit of hair that comes off the bottom of the nape right there. Okay, I have talked about the cap, the color, the permatease and hair fibers, the measurements. Oh, and it weighs 3.4 ounces, which is not a surprise at all. This feels very light on the head. The average weight for most wigs is right around 4 ounces, so the fact that this is below that is not a surprise. It feels like nothing on your head. It's one of those wigs that you're gonna put on and you're gonna forget that you even have it on. My overall thoughts about Haven, this is a very cute style. It is a casual, everyday, shake and go style. It's gonna be easy to wear. It's gonna be one of those wigs that you grab for over and over again because it's gonna go with everything. Easy. Oh, you can also tuck this behind your ears. Not the best. This side I have a hard time tucking because I had a little skin cancer removed from this ear, so it's a little bit smaller. Because that permatease is right here, it's not the best ear tucker for as low density as it is, but just because that permatease is right there. Really great style. Okay guys, you know what to do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and do a little chit chat down in the comments. I would love to know what you think about Haven and this really pretty color R30 2826. And special shout out to Name Brand Wigs. If you haven't checked out their website, I'll leave a link below. Go check them out. They have a lot of great resources on their website to help you in your wig journey. Any products that you may need, all the latest styles. They run great sales on new styles and really great sales on their sale styles. I buy from them. I trust them. Okay guys, I will see you in my next video.